The plan for the talk is to go through what I'm going to call 4 pain points in the space of AI and big data. I'm going to talk in more detail about 4 specific pain points, 2 in much more detail, but these are the examples I'm going to use, or these are the pain points and the examples I'm going to use. So first, I'm going to talk about the misapplication of existing ethical tools. So sometimes we have an ethical problem in one space, we built a tool to solve that problem or at least mitigate it, then we put it into a new context uncarefully, and it can't solve those problems in the new space. And so we think we're going to solve a problem, but we don't. So we often see that kind of mistake. Here I'm going to talk about privacy and informed consent, which are specific tools that we've used to solve a particular problem in human subject research. And we want to solve a similar problem in AI, so we brought them over and they failed. I'll talk about that in some more detail. The second kind of recurring mistake I'm going to talk about is what I'm going to call technical insensitivity. That's when people who have otherwise strong expertise in ethics or the humanities don't understand the technologies, like AI, that they're often theorizing about. And so they produce guidance or advice that's just the wrong kind of advice because they didn't understand how it was interacting with the technical system. And for that, I'm going to talk about the case of autonomous vehicles or designing autonomous vehicles to manage for accident scenarios. The third kind of pain point I'm going to call out is normative ethical insensitivity. And what I mean by that, just to be very clear, is not that people doing technical work don't care about ethics, but just like philosophers or humanists often lack understanding of the technical systems, there's lots of normative ethical expertise. And a lot of engineers, computer scientists, people in the sciences don't understand that. They don't have that expertise, so they build a technical solution to an ethical problem, but it's totally divorced from how an ethics expert would think about it, and so it solves the wrong problem in a different way. Finally, a kind of mistake I'm going to talk, and there I'm going to use the example of what's called algorithmic fairness, so I'll go through that in some more detail. The fourth kind of pain point is lack of stakeholder engagement, a failure to really engage with the communities for which you're deploying a technology, and so having that technology fail. And there's lots of ways that we fail to do good stakeholder engagement. I'm going to focus on a particular form, and the example I'm going to give is the Google Apple contact tracing app, and I'll fill you in on what that is if you don't know when we get there.